Evening, folks. Reporting from the cave this morning. Okay? Well, this afternoon. Well, behind every story, there's a backstory. Just like behind every great man, there's a greater woman. Let me give you a quick background to the 25 and 90 and why it started. It started with my health journey. But where did that health journey start? We got to go back and back, okay? Unfortunately, COVID seems to be the good timeline we're following. Let's go back to February 2020. Mom was feeling sick, started having pains in her back. Dismissed it, saw the doctor, and then our worst fear came through. Her cancer had come back. She fought it like over 20 years ago, breast cancer, but it came back. And this time it came back hard. So mid-March, lying in bed, can't move, make the decision with the wife, take her into the hospital. So she goes into the hospital. And sure enough, it's the same day as the COVID restrictions started. So that meant we couldn't all see her, okay? We snuck in the first day or so, but after that, eventually got down to one person. That one person was me, okay? I was in town. I'm the youngest of three boys. But that was responsibility I gladly took. I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you the story. So spent time with Mom every day in the hospital till about April. Month of March was tough. Fortunately, if you can call it fortunate, we were online teaching. It wasn't the real online like we're doing now, but it was still online. So I got to spend every day with Mom, FaceTiming people, being with her, just being there for her. Well, we took her home in April because we knew there was nothing else we could do in the hospital. So I was spending my time at their place with Dad and Mom, caregiver Chelsea. A lot of time. Fast forward, not so fast, end of May 31, 2020. Mom passed away at home with family around her. So that was pleasant. Where did we go from there? The funeral. My brothers and I, we all gathered together. We took care of the funeral. But it didn't end there. Because then we had Dad. Well, it turns out Dad had early onset dementia. We thought he was just not telling the truth, but it turns out he just didn't remember when he ate. Couldn't take care of himself. So I spent a lot of time there with him through the summer of 2020. As a brothers, we made the decision to put him in retirement in a community living home. Best decision we made. Well, moving day was September. Not a story that all of us know, but my oldest brother, he wasn't doing well either. Okay, he was battling his own illnesses. So I was helping him, taking care of him. Well, don't forget, I'm a father of four. Fortunately, my kids are all grown. But I was taking care of him as well. We moved Dad in September. Isolation period, 2 weeks without seeing him. Longest time I went without seeing him. My brother got well. So 3-4 times a week, visiting Dad at the retirement home. By the way, he was loving it. His dementia treated him awesome. He was at the golf course every day, having a great time, organizing tournaments, just having a grand old time. We were fortunate. He had what we call a happy dementia. So we go through 2020, okay? January 2021, I start to notice it getting worse. February, getting worse. March, not much better. I could feel something going on. He's lost his balance. His dementia had gotten worse. So in April, a couple visits to the hospital because he couldn't stand, trying to figure it out. We just couldn't figure it out. May, really tough month. Really, his dementia turned to delirium. He just wasn't the same. And I knew it wasn't long. June, not getting any better. Got my brothers in to see him, because remember, there was restrictions on, man. No one could see him. It was me. Okay? June 10th, 2021, Dad passed away. Okay? So I lost my mom and my dad in the span of a year and 10 days. My brothers were well. I was well, physically. But what do I do now? Okay? Do I live up to Dad's legacy? Yes, we took care of the arrangements. We took care of all that. And I sat down and realized, wow, I've been taking care of people for almost a year and a half now, straight taking care of others. All that time, I didn't take care of myself. Made the conscious decision at the end of June to do something about that. Decided to get myself healthy again. So I contacted a friend and a colleague, Davis Freund from the Fit Effect. We sat down, and her words were, let's do this. Let's get at it. Let's take care of Nigel. You spend so much time taking care of others, let's take care of Nigel. So we started at the end, June 30th, 2021. She put me on a plan. We used MyFitnessPal to track my calories and my carbs and my protein. I learned so much working with her. Oh my gosh. Trained with her for 2 months. Man, could she push me hard. Okay? Got my cardio in. She set the foundation for my healthy journey. As I mentioned in my previous one, I lost 20 in the first 2 months. But then I wasn't training with her anymore. She was still there for consultation. But school started, life started again, basketball season started again. I wasn't as disciplined as I needed to be. Well, I'm back at it again, still working, still doing my 3, chopping my wood, carrying my water. All right, okay. You want more details? Check out my other videos, okay. Hopefully you will continue to follow me along this journey of 25 and 90. I just thought you needed to hear the backstory. Because like I said, behind every story, there's a backstory. Behind every man, there's a greater woman. Okay? I will speak to you next week. All right, everybody have a great week.